On the whole, 2016 hasn't actually been a bad year really. Looking back at it, 2015 was a tough year. We put in a lot of work over the winter. We went to the first British Championship round, ready to fight for some good results really. Looking back at it now, and we started the year out well, but unfortunately, I went to the first British Championship round and broke my ankle and tore the ligaments in my ankle, and that was 5 months off the bike. So that was kind of, after all the hard work, that was the year finished really. 5 months off the bike. Got back riding in September. I just thought, the year was over really, and we try and get riding ready for the following year. And that didn't work out either. I got back on the bike and I broke my opposite leg, and that was another 2 months out. With no surgery on my leg, but that was in a cast for 2 months. So I got back riding in November, and that was kind of rock bottom really. I had no fitness. Obviously, I had a year off the bike, and I just needed a bit of help really. I come down to Chris, and he helped me with the fitness. We put in the miles on the road bike and the running. We did a lot of swimming and some strength training, and it's all paid off. And the original aim was try and get back for the first Eastern Centre Championship in Santon, and that was the aim really. I'd done that event the year before and done well. So the aim was to make that event, and that would be my return to racing kind of thing. So we went there. I won both tests and won the event overall, which was a big thing, for both me and Chris. Because after all the hard work we put in, it showed it was finally paying off. The following weeks after that, we went to the first British Championship round, and I was second overall both days, which was the best results I've ever had in a British Championship, which was a great start to the season. And the following weekend, we went out to the first European Championship in Italy, and I actually won the overall out there as well for the European Championship. And obviously that was the first time I'd ever done that, so that was a really big result for me. My return to racing and going over to Europe the first time in over a year. So that was really big for me, but when we were in Italy, I dislocated my shoulder. Got back home and I tried to cover it up a bit really, knowing what had happened in the past few years, and I just didn't want to accept that I'd injured myself again. It was just like an endless tale of injuries, and I tried to cover it up, but it didn't really work. I kept dislocating my shoulder, and in the end, I just had to kind of say to myself, this isn't really getting any better, and had surgery on that, and that was another 3 months off the bike. So in the space of kind of a year, just over a year, I'd basically spent like 4 months on the bike and the rest off it. But yeah, I got my shoulder sorted. I did a lot of physio, come back down to Chris, he helped me with a bit of strength, and getting my fitness back up to where it should be. Because I didn't want to finish a year out on another injury. I wanted to finish out on a high with some good results. We got back racing. I went to the British Championship and finished second again at the British Championship, beating some good riders. So I was back at level where I was and I should be. And looking forward now to the last European Championship round, and I'm still leading the overall by 5 points. So I've missed a round, but unbelievably I'm still leading it somehow. But yeah, we're looking to go there and do as good as we can really. The aim is obviously to win, and after the year we've had and the work we've put in, we'd be happy to get the win. So we're looking forward to that event and hopefully bring home the European Championship for 2016.